Academy Science, and the other two science teachers are Luz Prado Morales and Mike Rossich. So the science faculty is very experienced. Each of us, all three of us, have at least 30 years of teaching experience in various facilities. They've been in Westchester County, New Jersey, public and parochial schools, and the teachers have been teaching in the Philippines. They've had experience teaching in South Korea, China, and Cambodia. So we've seen other global science methods of teaching, and we've shared our experiences with them, and we brought some of their methods back to us to improve our ability to reach our students. So the course offerings at LaSalle's Science Department for electives senior year are anatomy and environmental science. And it is the goal of the department, perhaps next year, to move to an AP environmental science to give the students more of an opportunity to get college credit while they're in high school. And then the core Regents courses are biology, and that's taken by the freshmen, chemistry by sophomores, and in the chemistry, there's an honors chemistry section that students will be selected to take. Earth science for juniors, and the honors students, those who took the chemistry, most likely move up to honors physics junior year. And then again, the electives in their senior year. So the science department is going to offer more and more electives, and hopefully that AP course coming up next year. So we follow the New York State Common Core curriculum. We focus on laboratory hands-on activities for our students. There is before and after school tutoring. Many of the teachers come early to the building, and students are welcome to come into those classrooms and ask questions, do their homework, make up labs, and the same with after schools. Teachers stay after school to assist students with those same activities if they so need. And there's a dedicated resource center, and that happens most days after school in one of the science classrooms where, again, students can come for extra help. Our work is science, technology, engineering, and math-based, so they get those experiences. They will get them partially through field trips. So they've taken field trips to different schools where they do engineering field trips. They do the Science Olympiad, and last year students, it was canceled due to COVID, but they were going to come up to a maple sugar making process up in the woods and take a hike in the woods and experience the science behind making maple syrup. So it's a student-centered approach to teaching and learning. And so the students are in charge of their learning process, and the teachers are more of a guide. So activities are designed to address the various student needs. So we have the technologies in place with the smartboard. We do Kahoot review games with the students, quiz games. The students do all of the sciences are lab-based, where they're doing lab activities. The teachers, as we mentioned, are a guide to help the students as they go through their learning process. And the students are encouraged to try an assignment on their own before seeking help. So this next set of slides is going to show the lab-based experience that the students will have at LaSalle Academy in each of the science courses. So this is physics, where again, students design their own experimental setup and then collect data and come up with a conclusion based on the problem that they were trying to solve. This is chemistry, and again, the students are given a set of parameters, and they can come up with their own experimental design to reach a conclusion based on the problem that they're trying to solve. This is anatomy on the left, and that's one of the senior electives where the students are dissecting, I believe that is a frog, but they move through a series of greater dissections up to the fetal pig at the end. And on the right is a class of biology students. And again, they're doing their own work, and the teacher is moving around as a guide to assist students when they have questions. And these are some of the projects that the students do throughout the year. In physics, the students will make a steam-powered motor craft made out of candle power to power a steamboat. In chemistry, they make three-dimensional models after doing research on the arrangement of the subatomic particles and put them together in a 3D fashion. So a lot of creativity involved with the projects. And this is a freshman biology leaf project where they use a dichotomous key to identify the various leaves found in New York City streets. And they learn how to use genus and species names in their identification. In earth science, the students will do a weather-related research project demonstrating how a weather system moves from the West Coast, like let's say in California, as it makes its way all the way to New York City. So they'll show that process step by step. And in the science department, there are clubs and after-school activities. Again, it's showing on the left the research and the resource center, where students come to learn to ask questions and work on homework. And on the right is the hydroponic club. It's called the Green Team, where the students grow various vegetables. They learn how germination takes place. They need to know the parameters necessary for seed germination, and then the care and maintenance of the plants, how much fertilizer, how much light, and then they get to harvest the crops. And our goal is to get 4 of these hydroponic towers set up and perhaps share some of our produce with the locals in the neighborhood. So that is an overview of what the science department does and how it helps our students learn science at LaSalle Academy.